Factor completely 40b cubed plus 625. The first thing we want to do when we have to factor an expression is look to see if there's a common factor, that is a number or a variable or both, that will divide evenly into each term. In this case, 5 goes into both 40 and 625, so I'm going to factor a 5 out. And when I factor the 5 out, I divide by it. So 40 divided by 5 is 8. I'll bring down the b cubed. Plus 625 divided by 5 is 125. Now we want to count the terms. If there are two terms, you look to see if it's difference of perfect squares or sum or difference of perfect cubes. Well, it's definitely not difference of perfect squares. Actually, it's the sum of perfect cubes. So to factor the sum of perfect cubes, we're going to end up with a binomial times a trinomial. For the binomial, we take the cube root of each with the given sign. Now, for the trinomial, we're going to work with the cube roots. You square the first cube root, change the sign, so in this case plus to minus, multiply the cube roots, so a times b. That last sign is always positive, square the last term. All right, so to apply that to the sum of perfect cubes that we have here, I'll bring down that 5. Now, this 8b cubed plus 125, I'm going to factor into a binomial times a trinomial. For the binomial, I'm going to take the cube root of each with the given sign. So the cube root of 8b cubed is 2b. The cube root of 125 is 5. So my binomial would be 2b plus 5. For the trinomial, you square the first cube root, so that's each factor of that first cube root. So it would be 4b squared. Change the sign, so from plus to minus. Now if we multiply the cube roots, 2b times 5 would be 10b. The last sign is always plus. Square the last term. 5 squared is, the last cube root is 25.